Welcome to the Madhouse, baby. Oh boy, do we have a show for you today. It is a pretty big one, man. Might run a little over the 30 minutes that we usually do. We have some big announcements for episode 466, baby. We got MPP. Yes, MPP with Double D has just launched his podcast. We'll go over there and take a look at the welcome message real quick. You guys have to get to this. Remember when I said that if you had a chance to help out, this is the time. It's a $5 a month subscription, and you get to hear from some real one percenters. You get to hear about situations going around in the country. Let's go take a look, shall we?
My name is Double D, founder of the Motorcycle Profiling. I'm here to announce the official launch of the MPP podcast Thursday, January 21st, 2020. The podcast will be a little different than other podcasts. This podcast will focus exclusively on the issues of motorcycle profiling and discrimination, consistent with what the project's mission has always been. The approach and format will also be a great deal of time has gone into every episode, so in addition to in-depth discussions with key members of motorcycle clubs and other members of the community, all fighting profiling across America, each episode is also essentially a documentary containing historical photographs and videos, relevant subject matter, and the person we're having a discussion with. Every week, a new episode will be released. Above and beyond the weekly podcast, additional value-added content will regularly be included as well. If you have any interest in the epidemic of motorcycle profiling and discrimination, this is definitely valuable content that you don't want to miss. The podcast is exclusively available through subscription only, Motorcycle Profiling Project. We hope you enjoy it.
There you go. It is $5 a month, and you get all kinds of freaking content, and you're helping the cause as well. I signed up. Hopefully, you guys sign up. I'll leave the link in the description box as well. It's over on our Discord server right now. So get on over there and check it out. This is pretty huge stuff, man. Again, you'll get to hear from real one percenters, what's going on in the scene, content that you wouldn't get on YouTube or any of the other platforms. Very good stuff, man. So again, I hope you guys go over and subscribe to the Double D Motorcycle Profiling Project podcast. And it's a video too, by the way. I'm actually watching the one on Waco where he had a guest that was there. And they were talking about everything that was going on. And it's kind of a coincidence because the show today that I'm doing, there was an article that came out about the Texas gang list. And we're going to be covering that a little more as well. I do have a big announcement. Yes, I kind of teased it over on Hollywood and China Doll's show. But first, we're going to go over the NCOM news that just came out. And then I'll go into the announcement, all that good stuff. 2021 rings in new bills nationwide. Yes, nationwide, the new bills. On Odyssey next Tuesday, I'm going to be ripping in to this Illinois crime bill. I'm going to rip it. You know I have to be PC over on a lot of the platforms the show's on right now. Odyssey and BitChute. Every Tuesday I'll release. It's gonna be like rated R over there. So don't forget to join our Odyssey channel and our BitChute channel. Now let's go through this a little bit right now. Again, I break this up in different segments because it's so long. Let's get it over here. Working around COVID-19 restrictions and regulations across the country. Bikers' rights activists are pursuing motorcycle-friendly legislation, such as in Missouri. Fresh off their helmet law repeal victory last year, they are now pushing for House Bill 490 to allow, quote, that a motorcycle or motor tricycle may be operated on the shoulder of a roadway under certain circumstances. In similar fashion, the other states are or have been lobbying for various forms of lane splitting laws to allow motorcycles to travel in between lanes of slow moving traffic, such as Montana, where riders are advocating for Senate Bill 9, motorcycle filtering, and Oregon Senate Bill 574 relating to the vehicle filtering traffic. So it's going on everywhere. And also in Washington, House Bill 1106 would modify the operation of motorcycles on roadways laned for traffic by allowing riders to overtake and pass in the same lane occupied by being overtaken. So those bills going on in Missouri, Montana, Oregon, Washington, if you're out there in them states, make sure you get involved in it. In Pennsylvania, concerned riders are pushing to include new motorcycles in the state's automobile lemon law. Very important law, I believe. House Bill 69. Who got that assigned, guys? Which, unlike most states, are currently not covered by the same consumer protection as cars and other vehicles. Concern is being seen in traffic as well as aesthetics have prompted motorcyclists in several states to modify their auxiliary lighting laws to allow colors other than red or amber, such as Virginia's Senate Bill 1347, which authorizes the use of any color auxiliary lighting other than blue on motorcycles and autocycles, or New Hampshire's House Bill 461 related to motorcycle auxiliary lamping, and adding the New Hampshire Motorcycle and Rights Organization to the Traffic Safety Commission. 4 separate states, Washington, Maryland, Louisiana, and Utah, have taken action to pass anti-profiling laws to restrict law enforcement from profiling bikers for traffic stops and investigative measures. And New York hopes to join those ranks with A1747 to require Municipal Police Training Council to ensure that issues related to motorcycle profiling are addressed in basic law enforcement training. Considering the many legal and legislative success for motorcycle rights in 2020, contending with the worst viral plague in our lifetime, 2021 pretends even greater potential. So let's hope all that gets passed again. If you're in them states, make sure to get on the phone with your lawmakers, guys. Very important to get involved in this type of stuff. Again, if you don't want to get involved, at least pay some dues over to ABATE. But more importantly, Motorcycle Rights Foundation, that is more of a national type of deal. They deal with a lot of stuff going on in Washington, D.C. Very important to get involved. I can't say it so many times. And if you guys go over and subscribe to Double D's podcast over on motorcycleprofilingproject.com, you'll learn why you need to get involved in this fight, man. It's really good that, Double D's a part of the Outsiders. It's a 1% club, true 1%ers, man, that are involved in this type of work. They're not the ones talking about it, they're doing it. So these are the guys you want to listen to. They're going to give you the information you need. And no other freaking cause is bigger than this profiling. So $5 a month, man, that's less than freaking a couple pennies per day when it comes to subscribing. The $5 helps them get you better content and get you well-rounded off. So there's no excuse if you're in you're a biker or you're in a motorcycle club. No excuse not to be subscribed to that channel over there. So, but those are the laws that are being worked on now. Check your state to see what laws they got in the system right now. You can do that through eBay. Check what they are fighting for. Go to those freaking legislative days, man. Meet these legislators, because they're the ones that are going to be freaking passing laws that affect you directly. That's what I have to say about that. Now, the major announcement that I said I was going to make. A lot of people have been asking myself, Black Dragon, about our shows sponsoring some type of riding club or motorcycle association. Me and Black Dragon have been talking about this for months. We just haven't said nothing about it. We have came up with an ideal of going ahead and sponsoring riding club, motorcycle association that is chartered through the AMA, the American Motorcycle Association. It's going to be called the Insane Dragons. What a name, huh, guys? But we are working out all the details right now with AMA, all that kind of stuff. We're hoping to put on some events in the future, as well as chapters and stuff. My biggest concern was when I was talking to Black Dragon about this was people not knowing what the hell it was. It's not an MC. It's for people to get together, ride, have fun, go to places with each other. It's not you know what? You're not going to earn your patch. There's no prospect time. None of that stuff, man. It's just, I don't know, I can say it's like the Chicago Cruisers or Hog, something like that. But it's not the MC. So, more information is going to be coming out in February. Again, we're talking with AMA because that was one of my conditions to get involved with Insane Throttle on this, was that it had to be AMA chartered. And that's because I support the AMA mission. I know a lot of people don't like the AMA, but I like what they do for biker rights. I like that you're able to, if you're in one of the categories, sponsor AMA events like hill climb, stuff like that. I want to get, or gypsy tour runs, but I want to get back into, you know, what's so fun about this lifestyle is riding in brotherhood. So more will be coming out on that. I'm sure Black Dragon will be talking about it in the next couple days, because I just got off the phone to him and I said, okay, I'll make the teaser, I'll make the announcement and stuff. And he was cool with it. So yeah, Insane Dragons is what we're thinking about, you know, Insane Throttle and then, you know, Black Dragon. Very simple stuff, man. Don't get it confused. Also, we're going to continue today with highlighting some motorcycle and biker content, man. I got a lot of good reviews for the last couple segments where I actually featured some YouTuber channels that has to deal with the community, man. And I featured one, Gears and Gadgets, where I really love Gears and Gadgets. I also like the one that's coming up now, Texas Biker Radio, man. Popeye and OG. These are the people that led the charge after 2015's Waco Twin Peaks. Motorcycle Profiling Project as well, the NCOC. With all the work from the biker community, they were able to beat Abel Reyna, the prosecutor in this deal, by 20 points. It's unheard of to do that with an incumbent politician. But bikers came together and they rocked it. They rocked it. Kind of like Pound Rock On. Make sure you put that in the comment section. So we're going to be going over that right now. So sit back, the ride's about to get going, baby. Hi, I'm James Hollywood Machikari. Join me Monday through Friday for Motorcycle Mayhem Morning Show on YouTube Live, Facebook, and all major podcasting platforms where we talk about all the major biker news going on in the scene. Rock on! Get your most unbiased and trusted biker news now at HarleyLiberty.com. Founded in 2012, Insane Throttle Biker News has been the place that all bikers come for what's happening in the scene. Go over now and bookmark HarleyLiberty.com. Rock on! Okay, here we go. This ain't actually a channel I would suggest, but it has to do with the story coming up about the Texas gang list. And I wanted to give you a little background because they do mention Waco and some of the professions that these bikers held. Over 177 people were arrested that had nothing to do with this damn thing. A lot of people lost their jobs. They lost their families, their health, their life, every damn thing from this incident. Let's take a listen.
It's a staggering number. 170 bikers facing murder charges after the Battle of Waco. Biker dude after biker dude, even a biker chick.
Notice how they freaking pumped it up? That's how the media covered 9 people dying and 177 people arrested by the Gestapo.
Says police charged so many, they had to book them at a local convention center. Now we're learning who these bikers are. Some of what they do for a living may surprise you. This guy is a customer service representative at Penske, the truck rental company. This guy works at FedEx, and this dude is a service manager at a car dealership. The melee was between 2 biker gangs, Cossacks and the Bandidos.
Biker gang, see how, you know what, this is typical of Inside Edition. That's why I've never watched this damn program. But what did you guys think? That they're some kind of drug dealers or something like that? That, you know, they see how surprised they sound with this? Oh my God.
Whose slogan is, "We are the people our parents warned us about." Law enforcement in Texas is bracing for more violence and released a bulletin warning officers to consider all Bandidos and Cossacks members as armed and dangerous.
The police knew they would show up, and it kicked off.
Undercover agent Charles Falco infiltrated motorcycle gangs for the feds, in disguise because he says biker gangs are still out to assassinate him.
The struggle between the Cossacks and the Bandidos has been escalating lately, so they both decided to show up at this event, show their strength. Whenever that happens, when you have 2 enemy biker gangs that show up in the same event, there's a high probability of this happening.
Falco says Sunday's turf war between the Bandidos and the Cossacks is the worst biker
Falco the rat.
violence in history. He says the gang war isn't over.
They're very good at conducting war, and biker gangs are known for very violent war.
Meanwhile, here in New York, the trial has started in that notorious incident on the West Side Highway where police say a biker gang...
Okay, that's kind of what they were covering it like back then. But let's go to this story. I hate when they over-dramatize that crap. Anyway, the Houston Chronicle, this came out by Eric and St. John Bernard Smith. Texas bikers say cops have unfairly labeled them as gang members. And we see it all the time. Actually, we seen it when that Bandito got pulled over, had a legal concealed carry permit, and because he was wearing colors, they put him on a gang list. Jason Medrano, it meant being stopped and grilled at Fort Sam Houston when he tried to enter the San Antonio Post to apply for a job. For Patrick Vodden, it resulted in getting arrested in Milham County and charged for unlawfully possessing a gun, even though he had a valid Texas carry permit. The reason, both men learned, was that their names appeared on a list of motorcycle gang members kept in a secretive state database. Police don't have to inform those added to the list. Once on it, it is nearly impossible to challenge. Attorneys and advocates say, "Hey, where's our constitutional rights?" I'll get going. I'll get stupid. I'll leave that for freaking Odyssey. Police say Texas gang is a valuable law enforcement tool. Yeah, right. You can frame people. You're acting like God. Yeah, that's a great tool. Allowing them to keep tabs on potentially dangerous citizens and members of criminal organizations. Yet, motorcycle and advocacy organizations say club riders without any criminal record have been swept up in the effort as well, labeled and punished for being suspicious gang members without good cause. In recent months, several Texas courts have agreed, raising questions about how police use the database. Holy cow, we got some courts that are actually might do something for the First Amendment. Bikers say they have been added to the list based on what they're wearing or tattoos, patches, or bumper stickers on their motorcycles. In some cases, they have no idea why or when they were added. An Army veteran boasting 2 Purple Hearts, a master's degree, and a history of service of several community organization boards, William Friss said he first heard of the Texas gang list after several members of his local club discovered police considered them gang members. So cops are making the arbitrary rulings that you're a gang member. Oh, but you got them bikers out there that are all over Leo Peckers saying it don't exist. Or, do you have proof? Man, there's proof all over the damn newspaper. There's proof everywhere that this happens. You're a bunch of schlucks. That's what you are. In 2019, he asked the Department of Public Safety, which maintains Texas gang, if he was in the database. That September, the answer came back yes. Fisk said he had no direct contact with police or a criminal record. Even now, after suing, he said he remains on the list. At the end of the day, you're supposed to be able to face your accuser, and there's no ability to do that or to fight for your name. See.
What is the problem?
I've already told you. You
I didn't hear you.
Okay, yeah, you did. So
here's a profiling
we can do it one or two ways.
incident.
Do it down at the jail or do it here outside.
It has to be done. I'm
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If it has to be done, does this happen to everybody? I'm just curious why it's me. Why am I getting detained for this? I'm going to school right now and you're detaining me. You're preventing me from
Yeah,
doing
we pulled you over. Okay, let's act like we're just pulled you out of the air
What'd you
and
pull me
brought you
over
here.
for?
Okay, we pulled you over for failing to use your signal.
Did I receive a ticket?
You're not going to receive a ticket. Okay, but what I'm telling you is.
Okay,
take
this is new
pictures
to
of
me,
you.
sir. I'm sorry. This is new to me. It's
Okay,
just
well
shocking.
let me talk and stop interrupting me.
I don't feel like going to jail. I got class to go to.
Well, I'm not telling you you're going to jail right now.
See
I'm
how
telling you
much
doing.
of a
I'll take
jerk
pictures out
these
here.
cops are? They
We're gonna
wonder
go
why
down
we
to
have
the
a
jail and take
problem
pictures
with
down
them.
there, okay? No, you can't call your lawyer right now.
Okay, take the pictures.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Take your helmet off, please.
You want me to hold this or you want to hold it?
That's what I
you want me to
thought.
do?
You know what? Without that badge, they wonder why we're like
Taking
this.
my pictures, profiling me.
He's not be given a citation, and he should have been able to leave. Then they didn't even want him to be able to call a lawyer. Unlawful search and seizure over here, man. If you ask me, Fourth Amendment violations. They're just going around. You know what? He has no criminal history and was on his way to school. Unfreaking real, man. Anyway, a Twin Peaks effect. Texas motorcyclists say interaction with police had become more fraught since 2015 when a meeting of some 200 bikers at the Twin Peaks restaurant in Waco devolved into a melee. 9 were killed and 18 wounded. Then they go on to say police arrested and detained 177 people in connection with the fight. But the cases quickly fell apart. They dropped all damn charges. They even got a mistrial. They had no convictions, but they ruined everybody's life. Now everybody's trying to fight in the court system. And you got them good old boy judges down there. According to the Public Safety Department, Texas gang, now TXGANG, that's the name of this list, has grown 50% since the incident because the database also includes cartels and criminal street gangs. Yeah, that's what they're putting these guys into the same category as cartels. This guy going to school. And remember, the jobs from the last video we showed you that these people were holding. It don't sound like they should be in the same category as cartels now, does it? It's difficult to know how much can be attributed to new entries in classified as motorcycle gang members, but club advocates said a Twin Peaks effect was noticeable. Quote, the majority of people perceive Texas as ground zero for motorcycle profiling and discrimination, and it is, said Double D. Double D's out there all the time, man. You guys need to help him. When Terry Martin's name showed up in the Texas gang following a Lubeck County traffic stop, he was arrested for being a gang member in possession of a gun. Martin, who was at Twin Peaks during the shootout, was added to the list by Waco area police, even though charges against him were dismissed. You know what? Waco has a history of being dumb. You know, you had the 90s and now this. You just got morons over there for cops, man. Most large enforcement agencies track known or suspected gang members. Texas counties with a population of 100,000 or more and cities with a population of at least 50,000 people are required to create their own regional gang list. Gang list. Them lists, you know what, can get you on a no-fly, can get you where you can't go to other countries. That's how much problematic it is. I wouldn't put it past them being pricks and, trying to prevent you from getting a job. The database in Houston includes 19,401 entries, more than 400 identified gangs. Let's see here. Local police feed the names into the database. State law defines a gang as, quote, here it is, 3 or more persons having a common identifying sign or symbol or an identical leadership who continuously or regularly associate in commission of criminal activities. Police can add a person for committing a crime as part of a gang or if he admits in court to being a gang member. Do you guys like arrest Masons or do you arrest freaking Moose members? I'm just wondering, because they all have the same identifiable symbol and there has been crimes committed within them organization by individuals, just like it is with motorcycle clubs. That's one of the reasons why in the previous episode a while ago where I say if you take a guilty plea in court and admit that you're a part of a club and that they're a criminal organization, it comes back and haunts everybody else. And there it is right there. Officers in the field also make more subjective judgments. Yeah, they're God. They can add members who identify as gang members on the internet are tagged as gangsters by informants. So anybody can say you're a gang member because they're an informant rat. Or who hang out in documented area of a criminal street gang. The law permits police to add a person who displays in more than an incidental manner criminal street gang dress. Oh, so they get to decide what you can wear now. Hand signals, tattoos, or symbols. Yeah. Anyway, here is what I was talking about. And Popeye and OG over at Texas Biker Radio, baby. He's with the Sons of Liberty Riders Motorcycle Club. He has a weekly live stream as well. And they are very knowledgeable when it comes to this kind of stuff. A lot of stuff in politics. This is where you want to go if you want to get in the know about biker politics and stuff when it comes to all these laws and all that stuff. Let's just take a minute to listen to him.
And so we were on the lookout for that. And we would say to our people in attendance, hey, if somebody like that comes here, what we do is you let us handle it. Point them out, and let us handle it. And we were ready. We were ready for that kind of thing. And we also, in the tea parties, in particular, we had one event where we had 17,000 people over here at Air Hog Stadium. And we did have some people show up in front of the facility, and immediately the media gravitated toward them and would start trying to interview them. And then, as soon as our team got wind of it, saw what was going on, they would call me.
So there you go, Texas Biker Radio. We got to get his subscriber count up there, everybody, man. And again, he does a weekly show, and I believe a couple in between and stuff like that. He does a lot of lives. And again, he's in the know when it comes to this. These guys are Popeye right there. You don't see OG. But we're really out there in the push after Waco, and they were the #1 source of everybody getting their news on what was happening with the Waco Twin Peaks. They followed it from start to finish. They were freaking amazing when it came to this stuff. Amazing. So again, this is one biker channel you want to go to stay in the know. Now we got news out of Daytona. Everybody's been waiting for this report. Bike Week to return in Daytona this year, but with changes. Of course, they had to throw that "but" in there. Bike Week, and this is from the Orlando Sentinel. Bike Week is booming on back to Daytona this year on some new wheels. City commissioners voted and approved Bike Week Wednesday night in a 6-1 vote. Somebody find out who voted against them and you know what? You got to start holding these politicians accountable. Get them out of office, man. The beloved event was canceled in the middle of activity last year because of the pandemic. Commissioners passed the action to hold Bike Week under new changes such as limiting indoor businesses associated with the event to 60% capacity. Also, permits will be issued for outdoor vendors, and Bike Week is scheduled for March 5th through the 14th. Yeah, so it is back on 60% capacity. Like I said, you guys need to start venturing around, outside of that stuff and getting some freaking old school parties going on. Now, Fredericksburg, Virginia, we covered this story the other day, but he's still alive. But a Fredericksburg man involved in motorcycle club shooting has died. He was shot in the chest by a North Carolina man at the Tuckahoe Motorcycle Club. The suspect now is being charged with murder. 38-year-old North Carolina man who was involved in the shooting at the Tuckahoe Motorcycle Club is now facing murder charges after a 47-year-old Fredericksburg man that police said he shot in the chest has died. Police said that Eli Grims died from his injuries and that George Batts, Richlands, North Carolina, had been charged in the death. Batts was shot at by deputies after police say he pointed a gun at the officers after being told repeatedly to drop his weapon, police said earlier this week. Batts was in possession of the gun in the parking lot of the motorcycle club, where police said Batts had shot Grimes in the chest shortly after 10 a.m. Detectives were told that both Batts and Grimes were attending an event at a motorcycle club, which has a clubhouse in the business park. The deputies arrived to find that Grimes had been shot and found Batts in the parking lot holding a gun. The deputies provided medical treatment to both men, who were taken to a local hospital. He previously faced charges of malicious wounding and use of a gun. I think it's what it's supposed to say, guys, over here, in a commission of a felony. So that story concludes from the other day with a charge of murder. Over to ProudHooligan.com for all your Insane Throttle official merchandise, including our new Proud Hooligan line. ProudHooligan.com has a wide assortment of gear to make you look good on your next ride. ProudHooligan.com is the go-to for every biker when they want to look good as well as to help the show out while doing it. Visit ProudHooligan.com now. Rock on. Rock on, baby. Don't forget to go over to ProudHooligan.com and get your merchandise, baby. Look good doing it, too, and supporting the club. Anyway, so excited to find out that the Motorcycle Profiling Project.com with Double D has their new weekly podcast coming out. It is once a week, and it's only $5 a month to help support that program. Be awesome and go over there and give them some support. Get in the know with a true one percenter about these type of motorcycle club subjects. Very important to go to actual one percenter members from established clubs to learn about what they are doing about club profiling. And also, members of the NCOM, man, you got to get with these type of guys. They'll give you the lowdown and stuff. It's awesome seeing them come out and do a podcast like this. And by podcast, it's video too, man. I was watching and I was like, damn, Double D, you got it going on, man. You were rocking and rolling this subject. What do you guys think about this gang database down in Texas? Sad state of affairs, man. They're just throwing you on there, man. All you have to do is probably show up to a clubhouse if you're a supporter. And this is what I've always tried to talk about. It don't just involve clubs. It involves everybody. So if you go to a party and they catch you there, you are now on a gang list and didn't even know it. Too much power in the hands of law enforcement down in Texas. And yes, Texas is the epicenter of the profiling deal. That's why hopefully more laws are going to be passed in all the states. Hopefully a law in the actual federal government instead of resolutions and stuff will be passed against this. You know what? Actually, I hate to, use this, but in the current atmosphere of how the way people look at cops and stuff, I think it's a prime right time to try to get these people to include motorcycle clubs, bikers into this profiling deal, because everything going on in this country right now, go for it is what I say. I say use it to your advantage. Don't forget to get over and visit Popeye and OG Station, man. They also have a podcast on their website, so you to listen in your car, you to listen at work, just like how we got it set up. But go over there and hit that subscribe button, man. That would be appreciated, because you want to support those that are actually in this lifestyle. They love the biker lifestyle, and they are putting all their efforts into making it a better place to go. But anyway, don't forget to go over to the Discord channel, and I'm going to be live tonight on the Hollywood and China Doll show. Discord channel for only being open a couple days, man. You guys are kicking butt over there. It's fun seeing you guys all over there talking, posting pictures of titties and every damn thing else, man. And Odyssey and BitChute, that's where every Tuesday a video will drop where you can see the old Hollywood that's not PC. You know, this PC stuff is killing me inside. But I know that is what we have to do. So with that, you guys start being good out there. No, I'm just kidding, man. Just kidding. I know I'm being stupid. Anyway, you guys take care. I will catch you later. I'll see you Monday on Motorcycle Madhouse Morning Mayhem. Catch ya.
I say goodbye, vamoose, adios, ciao, so long, get your hat jack.
Rock and roll, baby. See you later.